Hi, I'm back with another Quake Brutalist Jam 3 map. This is Chemical Burns Around My Neck by Fishhook. This one's great. It's a crawl through a gorgeous crumbling concrete complex, which is slowly given over to sort of sinister organic contamination. It's a really fun one to run. It's got a great flow, dynamic ambushes, there are these loops where you can choose your own path, and there's a couple of nice set-piece fights too. So let's get into it. So coming out of the gate here, you can see this lovely bathed in blue concrete and the sort of weird spawn-like organic growths and stuff everywhere. It's a really cool look to the map. It's a really nice monolithic architecture as well, good mix of indoor and outdoor areas. At the start there, you've only got the wrench. This is one of those maps that runs through pretty much all of the different goodies in the toolbox. It's a pretty nice effect. And look how fun the combos are, you know, like with the wrench and the pistol. They're just so good. 3 wrench hits, 1 shot to kill a grenadier, you know, 1 and then 1 to kill a trench knight. It's just really fun. It's very easy to mess those combos up and it's quite fiddly. Some people have made like scripts that they can like auto switch then switch back, but I don't fuck with that sort of thing. This is the secret shotgun here, which is quite nice early on, but you get a real shotgun quite soon after this. It just makes it a little bit more expedient here, because otherwise you'd be plinking away at the pistol with these little fellas here. And that's okay, but it's more fun to get those meaty shotgun shots. Look at that, beautiful. What I like about this map is how it's got a mix of these incidental sort of bits where you're pushing forward, and then you have these areas like we're in now, where what's going to happen is I'm going to have 3 switches to press before I can progress, and you can kind of choose the direction in which you want to go. Those blisters there, usually if you get right up in the face of the champion, you can just like get a shot to stagger them that goes through, and then you can kill them before they get close, but I kind of messed it up there. Here's a fun little diffusing thing here with polyfragging. Stand right here, you kill the champion, and then you can kill these guys. You know, these are the 3 buttons I was talking about, so there's no real best way of doing it here. I just choose this one because it gives me the nail guns first. And, you know, each one, it sets up a little fight. A nice little set-piece fight idea, usually with like 2 or 3 angles of pressure, which you can just sort of clean up. This final one here is another fun one. If you circle jump fast enough, you can telefrag a shambler, and then you get right in the face of this champion here, you can kill him with 3 shots, which feels so good. And then you've got this obligatory sort of Berserk section, which with the 1.1 update now, with the longer range on the Berserk and the fact that it hits sort of in 2 places so you can get 2 at once, it's a lot easier than it was. It was a bit fiddly the first time, but super satisfying this, just to charge through things. Combine this with a bit of the vampirism, and then it gets really nice. But we're just pushing on here. This section here, making sure the walls blow up, going up here to get the grenade launcher, and then just getting some nice grenades to clean everything off. Doesn't quite go to plan for me here, because I was kind of hoping to get the 2 grenades straight into that fiend, and then finish him off, but what can you do? This is a bit where, on Nightmare, because they're respawning zombies, it can really screw you up with like one falls down, and then you can't tell which one's the real one. You got to go back and kill it, and it's kind of annoying. This is another really straightforward little bit of fighting though here. I kind of wish there was more happening when that opened. I wish it spawned some stuff on the ground to complicate the circle strafing. That would have made it very exciting. But what can you do? So we're heading to the first exterior area here. This is one of the 2 major set-piece battles, which I think is really cool. You have to touch one of these 2 doors to spawn the vampirism, and when you do, that's what triggers the fight. There's 3 waves. Basically, the thing you want to do is kill everything as fast as possible so the next wave comes in. Resources respawn in this while this thing is active, so I really should be taking advantage of that to grab some rockets. I do here. Telefrag some stuff on the way back. Wonderful. Really poor positioning here and play in terms of threat analysis and everything else, but because I've got the vampirism I don't care. I'm just getting mad orbs, so I'm more than happy just to sit there and plant grenades right at my own feet. There's a lot of the Shalkan swarmers here as well, which usually get in your face. It's fine. But clear everything up. It's very satisfying. Then the doors open, the shambler in the way. There is a champion behind there, kind of scary. but they don't cause an issue. These zombies are placed in a way where they're really irritating because they always get like only knocked down from the splash damage on the grenades. It's really annoying. And there's a secret here, two switches. A lot of the secrets in this map are kind of just like, you know, switch, or an invisible wall, illusory wall. I also just want to point out how cool it is that like the amalgams and the zombies burst out of like the pillars and the walls and stuff. It really feeds into the narrative and the story of the map, the decay and the ruin, and the feeling that everything's kind of super fucked. There's a good example there, look how nice that looks. But what can you do? We've got ourselves a silver key now. We'll make an excellent time. It's very hard to commentate something when I'm playing it, kind of that clip here. But what can you do? This is another one of these areas where you're going to have 3 switches to press. This is just me trying to get a nice... I wanted to get all 3 with one shot and I couldn't. And then stubbornly I started trying to fish for it. If you come here with the ring, this champion tends to not come out, so you can't line up nice shots to kill everybody. Waste a bit of time. So there's 2 paths I can take here. This path here is the one I think is the safest to take, or I can go the other way in the upper. The gold key's still at the bottom there, doesn't matter what you do, so it's like there's no fast way of doing it. I just prefer to do it this way. I like how there's pressure from above here with the plasma knights and with the grenadier. I always forget the name of them. And then you've got the multi-missile launcher, and you get this really, really cool ambush here where it spawns the caltrop guys. And these caltrops get right in the way in a really obnoxious manner. Pressing this switch as well, there's a good ambush here. Below there's 2 blisters, and then above you've got this guy. So the pressure is you want to go off the edge, and if you do, you're going to die. You've also got the caltrops in the way. This is where the demo goes wrong, though. Usually they both kind of rush in from that left side, and they both get stuck underneath here. But they don't this time. It pathfinds out of the way for some reason, and it wastes like 5 seconds. There's a cute secret here. That's the one flesh worm. That was the one flesh worm. It's very sad. And I make some bad weapon choices here. It should have been grenade, rebar. Instead I did rebar, grenade, rebar. Because I'm very silly. Press the button there, that's a shortcut so I can climb back up here. Otherwise it's a one-way drop to the bottom. And this is where, like, this ambush at the bottom with this one first, it spawns 2 spawns at the bottom, and you've got the champions. And they really just, like, when they shoot their daggers, the odds of them hitting the spawn right next to you is really, really high. So I just like to climb the ladder and get straight back out of there. Though it is kind of slow. But doing all 3 buttons, you get yourself a gold key. Then you can climb back up the shortcut ladder, if you remember to press the switch. Always remember to press the switch. And then you've got this Romero lift to the final area. Which is a pretty fun Romero lift, to be honest with you. Always try to get here with like 80 odd rockets. I like to have as many as I can. I don't like to waste lots of rockets because I really like them for this final fight. I like how it does a very quick double spawn here, so you think, oh, it's not too bad, it's just some... And then you've got the immediate threat of the champions. But you can usually bunch them up quite nicely. Use the multi-missile launcher just to shred the amalgams. Oh, it's beautiful. And the Shambler comes in here. Now, it looks like you should be able to telefrag them like I did with some of the other threats in the map, but because they drop down, it doesn't seem to work most of the time, so I thought it was best just to kill them naturally, because it doesn't matter anyway, you're stuck on this lift as it goes up, it's just the style point thing, I guess. And I take a longer route round here to pick up as many resources as I can, because this is where we finally get access to our wonderful Invoker. Lots of ammo, Invoker stuff, release it, and it's another 3-way fight with this quite nice arena. Kill everything here, it spawns the next wave, so Invoker, just stand your grounds. Miss a bunch of really basic shots here. But what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to do this relatively quickly. I'm trying to balance getting all the enemies in one place together and also like making sure I don't run out of these rockets, which is very easy to do if you're not thinking properly. So hanging out on this left side I found works really well for the most part, as long as you kind of go over to the right and look down every now and again just to make things wake up, which you otherwise wouldn't have line of sight to you. You can really clear up here. Once you kill those invisible guys, this spawns in all of these amalgams here and the Shambler, and these control whether you get the quad or not, basically. Worth mentioning as well, the caltrops, which are everywhere right now, they don't have like big bounding boxes. they are just points for like intersecting with them. So if you point with the centre of them, that's when you'll take damage. So I can do this here, where I just wade through a massive number of them without going over them, but being my model being on their model. That's what I kind of like about this quad. With this mod, you get to play so aggressively with the multi-missile launcher because it has slightly less of a splash damage, but you shoot more of them. It's really messy. When you've got quad in vanilla, you feel like you're a surgeon when you're using rockets, whereas here, Rover, she's the real messy bitch. You just get to go absolutely wild. You're just so powerful in this mod. It's just super satisfying just to really cut loose and just play aggressively as fucking arenas like this. And that's why it works so well. And here's me forgetting to kill one thing. Final secret is the way back to the rest of the map. Give ourselves a little multi-missile launcher jump back out. There you go. Chemical Burns Around My Neck by Fishhook. It's a really wonderful map. It looks fantastic. It's got some really nice combat. It's got a really nice flow for like playing quickly. There's a lot of optimizations that you could make in terms of like, what weapons am I going to use? How am I going to move? You could probably push this down to 10 minutes really easily with like a bit of grinding. It's just a really fun map. It's one of the great ones. So it shows off all of the features of Quake Brutalist Jam 3 really well. So that is Chemical Burns Around My Neck by Fishhook. Why don't you give it a go? Please, in the description, download link, play it. Thanks very much. Have a good one. Goodbye.